Good morning. It's a rainy day and Connor's wanting to go outside for his walk, but I'm waiting for the raindrops to stop. This is Barbara in Little Rock. It's a Thursday morning. It's worst day for me, and I wanted to talk to you about something that I have really enjoyed, and it's exfinity. The concierge here at the complex where all of us old people live, I asked him about getting Wi-Fi here, that I could afford. And so he introduced me to exfinity. I don't know if you can see the name of it. Exfinity. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, it's exfinity. And it's a Comcast program. And I don't know why it's not called Comcast, but to me, it's very thrifty. I applied for it and got it, and every month I get a bill for $9.95 for my Wi-Fi. Now that includes all my Wi-Fi for everything, my phone, and my iPad for my YouTube, and I just think it's great. They just sent a box out to me, plugged it in, and David from up the hills, one of my adopted son from the hills, came in and hooked it up for me, which I think I could have if I could have been as agile in plugging things in and setting things up. But he did a wonderful job, and I'm very thankful for that. But this is a good deal. If you're on a set income like I am on Social Security, your money's you want what you want, but you still want to afford it. And since I no longer have a car, you don't have insurance, maintenance, it can go gasoline. I mean, it's just so many things with a car, taxes. And what's really amazing is I miss it terribly not having wheels. But anyway, this is a good program. Check into it. I don't know if it's available in all states, but it is good for me. It works for me. I'm happy for it. I've been on it about 4 months now. Nothing's changed in regard to the cost, which is good. So I will continue to use it as long as I'm eligible to use it. And you know how I write pen pals. Well, I call them pen pals. They're people I know, people I like to write letters to, cards to, just for no reason at all. I'll sit down and think about them and write them a letter. And sometimes they write me back, sometimes they don't, and that's okay, because it makes me feel good to talk to somebody. And when you're writing letters, it's like talking to someone. When I write a letter, sometimes I'll draw pictures instead of write it out in words, because sometimes my pictures are really quickie, they're sort of weird, but they're stick people. And so if I'm walking the dog, I have the stick person with a walker, a rollator, and their hat on and the leash and the dog pulling you to the doggy park. Those kinds of little examples, Of course, I always put in the happy face, sad face, I don't know face, hungry face, whatever. And I enjoy doing that. And then I get colored pencils and I color them. Retirement's just a lot of fun if you think about it, because you can sit in here and color all day long. Nobody's going to say nothing. You can draw funny pictures. Nobody look over your shoulder. No reason to do anything you don't want to do if you get tired of drawing, And it's something you can sit and do. You don't have to go out and walk, to go somewhere. Of course, our social distancing has kept us a lot from gathering, with people. Even our community centers closed because of that. But I do write pen pals, and I enjoy pen pal letters because I put them all in a little box, and not a little box. Box getting pretty big. And if I'm really, really blue and I can't shoo it away, I'll get that little box out, put my doggy Connor up on my lap, and I'll flip through the cards and read the comments and the little stories or things they've said. I've even got a letter from my mom, and she's been gone many, many years. But I hang on to this one letter. I gave some letters to my sisters, but I wish I'd kept all of them. I'm sort of greedy that way. But just to relive the letter, read the letter is reliving time with Mom and her words to me. Most of them was be a good girl. Oh, that's impossible. Anyway, so to my pen pals, sometimes I enclose, like, here's Birds and Blooms. I read these little articles that somebody puts them in the washroom. So when I go to the washroom, I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, I don't think you can. It's that stupid light. I don't like that light. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry it's going to be in the dark. But anyway, here, maybe you can see it. See the little bird? See? Little cardinal is looking around the corner. Well, people write these little stories, like this one says, a stormy day, I was sitting by the window with camera in hand and coffee in the other. And he kept looking his head around and finally took a snap. Isn't he cute? Now I'll cut that out of my magazine and stick it in one of my letters to someone who enjoys little birds as much as I do. Or sometimes, like if I'm into AARP and they have a little funny little tip about a movie or some kind of little thing that I thought might be interesting, I'd cut that out and put that in the little card or letter. But I've just decided today, I have some friends, and I said, you ought to try WordFind. Sometimes you can just sit by yourself and play WordFind, and it just calms your mind, and it keeps it alert too. And sometimes you have to laugh at the topics. But I have a hard time encouraging people to do them that have never done them. So I'm going to send this to a friend. And what I've done is I'm going to send the sheets out of my book. This one's about Santa Fe, where you find the words. And I've drawn little helpful hint pictures just for fun. Like I did a taco and I said hot sauce only. Just little things that I think about when I'm thinking of the word. Like chili, I put some hot chilies on the side of a chili bowl. I don't know if you can tell or not. But anyway. And I'll get out my colored pencils and start coloring him in. When you're older, you can play like you're a little kid. You can cut out paper dolls if you want, or you can color with your little pencils and just have your own little world. You're in department anyway, But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to be sending that to one of my buddies. I think she'd enjoy it, or she won't. But anyway, I had fun doing it, so I will. And that's all I'm going to do today, because he is driving me crazy. I've got in my pen pal book is my little list of people here, and then I have a little check where I don't want to send every letter out. It's funny how you accumulate people you want to write to. And I've just contacted an ex-sister-in-law that I loved and adored, and anyway, I'm writing a card to her hopefully today. I'm trying to keep the one letter or one card a day. I'm trying to keep that up as I think more of a challenge, but it just feels like you're talking to somebody like you do. Except you don't get any feedback. Well, sometimes you do. Linda always writes me, and Vicki writes me, but I have a lot of viewers, but very few subscribers, and that I wonder if they just don't know how to subscribe. They really don't want to subscribe, or they just want to hit and miss and see what's going on every once in a while. Doesn't matter to me anyway, because I'm going to talk. But I've got to go. It's almost 10 minutes into my video, and I haven't said anything really. Remember, be happy where you are today. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. And I lost a friend Saturday, and she was younger than me and more vital than me and active, and her world was, she was a very, very happy person, and I loved her for that, and people loved being around her, but she's gone, just like that. So, be happy, enjoy the minute, eat an apple. You got a denture, get you a knife and peel it. If you can't pick up a knife because your hands have arthritis, I don't know what you're going to do. Stick a knife in it and gnaw on it, I guess. I don't know, but do it, whatever. Nobody's watching. Nobody watching. You be happy. I love you. Have a great day. No matter what it is that makes you happy, you do it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.